Here's another dent in the top of this Henry J that I'm working on. I'm afraid you're not going to be able to see it. It's not much of a dent, but it's there. And I'm going to lift it with a torch. And then there's 5 different ways, 20 different ways to do it. And I'm going to show you how to do it with a torch. So what you do is you get a, I don't know, a little bit of an oxidizing flame. Doesn't have to be super hot. About like so. Right. And then you just want to get your sheet metal warmed up. Usually you can see your dent come. I think it just did. Yep. It's out of there now. But all I'm doing is just heating that up. Just came just a little more. I'm done right there. That wasn't a very good dent to show you on, but what I'm doing, the way that works is I'm putting enough heat on there so that that metal that's there, even though that dent might be 50, 60 years old, that the sheet metal has a grain, just like wood, and it has memory. And the newer the sheet metal, this is probably 19 gauge sheet metal. I don't know what new cars are, 20 some, 23 or 4 maybe. But sheet metal is in the United States is a recycling miracle. There's almost all of the sheet metal has been recycled. Every time it gets recycled, it's more steel and less iron. So actually, it's, as far as lifting a dent with heat goes, it's probably easier to do it on a new vehicle than it is one of these, because this has still got some pure iron in it. Hadn't been recycled maybe more than once, if that. Up until the 80s, the Volkswagens were real different to work on because that was virgin sheet metal a lot of times, and it would just kind of move like a little better than lead almost. So what I did is I put some heat on this, and I let the memory bring it back where it was supposed to be, where it wanted to be. If you put heat on a dent like that and try to raise it, if you discolor the metal, you went too far and you reset the grain. So if you're trying to do this and you turn your metal blue, you blew it. So you got to go back to fix it the way you normally would. But if I wasn't doing this video, that would have taken a short minute to do. I'm gonna try it again on. There's another 2 or 3 up the edge of this roof that are probably a little deeper. I'm gonna try on, but they're all gonna come right out this way. It's an old metal man's trick. It doesn't matter that I'm right on the crown of this. You can do pretty, like in the middle of the hood on a 54 Chevy pickup. You can just get down where you can see across it, put your heat to it, and pretty soon you'll just see everything come back up. You're done. Stop right there, just like I did. So got a lot of background noise, but that's what I wanted to show here, was how you can lift a dent with a torch. I had a guy spend a little time the other day telling me how you do that. Put an ice cube in the middle, or you put cold water on it. Don't mess with that. Just it's the metal doing its thing. Put a little heat on it. Watch it come up. When it comes up, it went where it was supposed to be. If it didn't, primer will take it out. You got that close. So don't be throwing cold on it. Don't try to shock it. That's not what we're doing here. And I know of guys who have done this on a hailed car where they didn't even take the headliner out of the car. They lifted a bunch of dents out with a torch, sanded it, painted it, and they didn't tell the adjuster, because the adjuster would try to beat him out of the metal work part of that job. When in fact they did do the metal work. They let the metal come back where it wanted to be. So it's a 2-minute deal. I spent longer grinding the primer off this dent than it took to fix the dent. I know a lot of ways slower than that to do it because I did it for years, but that's the way that this dent's gone. It won't ever give anybody any trouble now. So just wanted to show that. Sometime I'm going to try it with a heat gun. I've got a good heat gun. I've just never done it. I've never used it for that because I use a torch, and that's just what I know. So someday I'll get brave and I'll try a different way of doing it, but I'll probably do all of them across here this way. I could spend a day doing it, or I could spend an hour doing it. I could spend half a day doing it, or I could spend an hour doing it this way. And actually, I probably should slow down. I'm getting paid by the hour on this job, but I'm just trying to do it right. It's the most efficient, it's the best deal for the customer, and once it's done, it's done. We won't be back here. So that's what I'm trying to show. It's just an old metal man's way of doing it. Wish I'd have known it. Wish I'd have known it when I was 20 years old. I'd have done it that way always. So that's what I'm doing. Thank you.